we are just going to study various diseases after malaria which are mentioned in our book. The very first disease is amoebiasis. Amoebiasis, which we also known as amoebic dysentery, which is related to the digestion system. Causing agent is Entamoeba histolytica, which is a protozoan. Target organ where it causes its effect or ailment, that is the large intestine. What are the symptoms of this disease? Constipation, abdominal pain, cramps, stool with excess mucus and blood clots. Let us understand it one by one. Constipation means difficulty in passing the stool. Difficulty in passing the stool, that means we just say that we are unable to pass the stool or the fecal matter. So that problem is called as a constipation. Then the next thing is given here, abdominal pain, because it is going to infect the large intestine. That's why. Which other thing can also occur? The other thing which can occur, that is the you can say abdominal pain. After abdominal pain and cramps. Cramps means you can say strain in the abdominal region. Then apart from that, the other thing which can occur is if the stool is getting passed, at that case excess mucus can be secreted at that time. Then blood clots, because you know that there is a damage which is occurring in the intestinal region. Which intestine? Large intestine. So in that case, what can other thing happen there? That is the blood clotting can also occur at that case. The next thing which we have to study here is that how does its transmission occurs? Amoebiasis or Entamoeba histolytica, how does its transmission occurs? So its transmission occurs through house flies which sit on the contaminated food stuffs, or they can house flies which sit on the fecal matter or the waste of the that infected human, and they just grab the infection from there, carry the protozoan in their body from there, and they sit on the food stuffs and they just contaminate that food stuff. Apart from that, water can also get contaminated. How does water can also get contaminated? So water can also get contaminated because suppose fecal matter is there on the surface, it will get washed away through the rainwater or any other water source, and then in turn it can just contaminate the water source where it will get flow off. So that's why it's just called contamination through houseflies. This is there for the amoebiasis or amoebic dysentery. The next disease which is mentioned in your book, that is the ascariasis, then elephantiasis, then the fourth one is ringworm. After this disease, but it is given on the page number 149. I have just explained it to you on the second number. Ringworms, that means we all have just heard the term daad in Hindi, daad khaj. So that thing is the ringworm disease. It is fungal disease. Fungi causes that disease. The member of fungi which cause this disease are Microsporum, the other are Trichophyton and Epidermophyton. These members of fungi cause the disease which is called ringworms. Where does they infect? They infect at the skin folds or in between the toes. In skin folds means the region where the skin has certain folding or the skin overlaps each other, like if I'm just saying in the fingers here skin fold is occurring, and on the other area like groin area are there in between the toes, like in that feet in between the fingers also can occur. So this disease can occur that place. What are the conditions which just help in proliferation of ringworms? Proliferation means इसको और बढ़ाते हैं. So the condition which helps in proliferation of this ringworm is that heat and moisture. Heat and moisture just proliferate, help in proliferation of this disease. What are the symptoms of these ringworms? Then dry, scaly skin. I think you have seen that daad somewhere, I think. So that skin becomes dry, a bit dry and scaly. So dry, scaly skin. Or lesions are there in the body. Lesions means chhale hote versus spots or patches are there in the body. Then other thing, I think you all have seen in that advertisement of each guard, the person who is having this dry scaly lesions, and that he or she used to that itching means khujli, so that can also occur there. Soil, how does its transmission occur? So its transmission can occur through soil. soil, or the infected stuffs. Infected stuff, suppose a patient or the person who is having this ringworm has used certain cloth, and in turn we have just also borrowed that cloth and we have used that cloth, we have used that towel, and this happened, and probably that's why only I think you elders who have also said that he generally do not share the stuffs of others until it is extremely needed. Try to use your own stuff. It is not any that backward thinking, but it could be because to prevent us from any kind of such infectious disease, but it depends from condition to condition. Next disease is ascariasis. Ascariasis is caused by ascaris, which you have seen in your class 11 as a museum specimen. I have shown to you ascariasis, and the disease is caused by roundworm. The name of that roundworm is ascaris. What are the target organ? It is the intestine. Symptoms, अब देखो intestine में हो रहा है, then it would be having the symptoms which are related to the abdominal region again. अब क्या abdominal region में हो सकता है? Internal bleeding, because worm is there in the intestine, it is going to damage that layer, bleeding. Then muscular pain, like किसी ना पेट में दर्द हो रहा है, then muscular pain can also occur. Fever, obviously something has entered inside the body, body will try to fight with it to just remove it from the body, so that's why fever can appear. Then anemia because bleeding has occurred and body is fighting with the disease, and absorption will also get affected. Absorption of food will also get affected because worms are there, so in that case person can become anemic. Then blockage of intestinal passage, we are having so many worms in the body, then we are having internal bleeding, so many problems, so in which can result in the blockage of that narrow passage of the intestine. And ascaris, you can relate probably it, you must have watched this problem among the children, because they generally they take the soil or they cannot follow that much of hygiene in certain cases. So you must have heard or you must have seen that the child who is passing a stool, from that worms are appearing. So that is, it is that disease only. Then how does its dispersal occur? So ascaris lays the egg inside the intestine of the body of the person inside which infection has occurred. Now that eggs will get released with the fecal matter. Fecal matter means the remaining part of the digested food which are just going to be removed out of the body. So fecal matter is having that eggs in them. It would be there, and what will happen? From there it will go to the eggs will go to the soil, to the water. Even from soil it can enter in the food. Suppose the soil is having contamination, we have touched the soil. From that only we have touched the food stuff. So in the same way the cycle of contamination can occur, and a new host would acquire this disease through that having this contaminated stuff. Probably you all have that heard this statement also, to not eat any of the stuffs which are present in the market. कहते हैं ना खुली चीज़ें बाजार की नहीं खानी चाहिए, because of this health and hygiene purpose over there. Then the next disease which is mentioned in your book on the page number 149 only, it is given, it is 149, 149, 149. This one is given on the page number 148 of your NCERT. So here elephantiasis or filariasis. Elephantiasis, elephant कैसा दिखता है? Just imagine, it's having huge legs, huge body. So in this also disease, something is going to become huge. Now what happened? It is caused through which helminthes? Wucheria, which that Wucheria bronchiectae and Wucheria malai. From these helminthes, this disease is going to get transmitted, or it is going. This disease is going to occur. It is a causative agent, not the transmitter or the vector. And let me clear you. It is the causative agent. Which part of the body is going to get affected from this disease? Lower, generally lymphatic vessel. I think you all have read lymphatic vessel in class 11th and in class 10th also. So lymphatic vessels get affected, and lymphatic vessel of which region? Lower limb. We have two limbs, upper limb, hands. Lower limbs, legs are called as a, so lower limbs and genital part in some cases gets affected through this disease. How does its transmission occurs? Its transmission occurs, sorry, let me explain you this point also. Symptoms. Symptoms means chronic symptoms here are chronic inflammation of that particular part. Inflammation means sudden reaction of the body to that causative agent or the pathogen. What are the reactions? Suppose I'm just giving you example. What happens to your skin when mosquito bites? Mosquito has bitten your skin, and how does the skin react? It reacts. It gets swelling आ जाती है वहाँ पे, because that region was just get bitten by mosquito. If I'm speaking about that honeybee में तो और swelling occurs throughout the, because of the chemicals which are secreted by that honeybee. That whole that affected area gets swelled up. The same way here, what will happen? Chronic inflammation of the organ. That means the particular organ will get increase in its size. Increase in size, उसका size बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा. Like in your class 12th NCERT book, you can see the diagram in which leg of a person is shown there, which is having tremendous size like that of the elephant. The last point here is the how does the transmission of it occurs. So its transmission occurs through female mosquito. Why female mosquito? Because female mosquito generally bites, while male mosquito do not feed on the blood. That's why female mosquitoes, Aedes, Culex, that Anopheles, all these are the species of the female mosquitoes which spread the elephantiasis or filariasis. After this, the heading which is given here, prevention and control of the infectious disease. How do we can control and prevent these infectious disease? Before proceeding further, I am just leaving the board for 1 minute to you, so that all of you can just read the key points here. I think whole words are visible there, but I can find probably here something could be not visible to you, and here because of this flash of the light, but I have pronounced these terms, so try to relate it. In case if you have any query, you can ask from me. All of it is safe. As I guess you all must have just seen the whole board and all the content there which is given on this board written by me. You can refer from your NCERT book also. It is very nicely just mentioned there. The next thing which is given there in your NCERT book after this on the page number 149 and page number 150, that is how do prevention and control of these diseases can occur. The very first thing आपको केवल देखना है कि ट्रांसमिशन कैसे हो रहा है, and you have to avoid that thing. Like in first cases, it is written here, contaminated food, stuffs and water. So what you have to avoid? You have to just take healthy food stuffs which are kept with the proper hygiene, and you have to take the water which is just supplied to you in a proper hygiene way, or you can use RO, or you can boil the water, or you can just use any other that filtration method to make that that water uncontaminated. Second thing is to avoid the breeding ground from the vectors. Like here vector is housefly. What is the breeding ground? Housefly कहाँ पे रहेगी? Just tell me. जहाँ पे आपने अच्छे से mopping की है, cleaning की है वहाँ पे, or the place which is having extreme dirt, garbage in that area. Obviously at the second place. So what you have to avoid? Extreme that dirt, garbage, and that you have to avoid it. You have to keep the surface clean. Even you can use floor cleaner or that particular cleaner according to the surface area. That thing is there. The second thing is there, soil and the infected stuff. So what you have to avoid? You have to avoid those suppose in case if you touch the soil which you just think that is having contamination or that kind of infected areas, just try to just avoid that kind of dirty area. Again, keeping the place clean, and infected stuffs, to avoid using the stuffs of the infected person or getting close to the infected person. Close to the infected person, like you are just sitting beside, and it doesn't mean to just follow untouchability, but it means to be following preventive measures to make yourself healthy so that you can help others. If both will fall sick, how can we help others? No? That thing is also there. So this thing is there. Then it is given here, eggs of the fecal matter in the soil and water is there. That means किसका था? Ascariasis का था. So how can you avoid? proper disposal of the fecal matter like through sewage that system it is occurring, and then just avoid the contaminated water, soil, and follow the hygiene for it. Again it is there. Then next thing is given here, female mosquito. Mosquito is a vector which causes various disease like malaria we have studied. Here again it is given here, filariasis or elephantiasis. So you have just finished the breeding ground of the mosquito. Where does the mosquito breeds? It breeds, I think you all know, you must be trying to tell me also, but I can't hear. Let me tell you. So that is the breeding ground for mosquito is stagnant water, dirty, shady area having water, that you can see. So how can we avoid that? Just try to avoid any kind of stagnant water. Certain chemicals are also sprayed or just put over that stagnant water, like oil can be put, which will not allow the mosquito larva to breed there. Then follow mosquito net, mosquito repellent, and in pond area what can you do? So for that introduce that fishes which feed on the mosquito like gambusia fish, which is mentioned on page number 150. Again I am telling you. So it feeds on the mosquito larva. So you can introduce those fishes in the pond. It will also help a lot. These are the certain preventive measures. So prevention is better than cure. We should follow prevention in order to just get cured or just follow healthy life.